How's it going, everybody? It is Charlie, and welcome back to the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. As you can see, I am in very, very good spirits on this fine Tuesday evening. Just before we get into it, as always, please smash that like button. It really does help get the video and the content out to more people. Share it with your friends, your family members, your neighbours, your work colleagues, whoever. Let's get more eyes onto the Chatting Leeds channel, shall we, in celebration of our great achievement this season. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new as well. And yeah, hit the notification bell so that you're always aware of when content is out on the channel. Get your thoughts and opinions into the comment section, and make sure you're checking out the membership features as well. Like I say, guys, over the summer and into the new season, I will be working on like members only content. As I do really want to try and build this community for you guys and just provide the best content possible. So yeah, enough of that waffle anyway. Let's just check in with you all. Obviously, I would have done a live tonight, but it might not seem it now while I'm speaking to you, but I am absolutely shattered from last night. I am absolutely drained in a good way, in a very, very good way. It was a late night getting back last night. Obviously, I've worked today, but yeah, I'm on cloud nine, ladies and gents. I am on absolute cloud nine. We're going to be getting into a few bits on tonight's video, but let's just start with the obvious. Last night's win over Bristol City, 4-0. I predicted 3-1 in my preview, and yeah, I didn't expect the game that we got last night. And it's not because I was like scared of Bristol City or, I wasn't confident in our ability, but I just thought, I know we had longer to prepare for this game than Burnley did theirs, but I just thought maybe, the celebrations went on for a few days after last week. I thought, even though they said they're motivated, are they subconsciously just going to be thinking, what, we've done it? But it was far from that. Absolutely far from that. And you know what, as well? The fact that Bristol City are fifth and are probably going to get a playoff spot is just absolutely ridiculous, because I thought they were going to come to Elland Road and actually try. And I thought they'd put up a better fight than Stoke, but they were just on par with Stoke with how poor they were. Didn't try to attack. I don't really know what they tried to do to nullify Leeds United, but whatever the game plan was, it didn't work at all. Leeds United were just brilliant again, just brilliant, and it's so un-Leedsy. It's just not what we're used to. 2 stress-free games in a row. 6-0 last week, game promotion. 4-0 last night, and we're on the brink of winning the league again. And it's, yeah, like I say, guys, obviously, as you can see, I purchased a bucket hat for the occasion last night. I thought last home game, Leeds are promoted. I thought, I'm going to go all out. Obviously, these scarves were left on everybody's seat. If you were at the game last night, hit me up in the comment section and share your experience with everybody. I do read all the comments, so hit me up in the comments if you were at the game last night and how much you enjoyed it. I was going to say if you enjoyed it, but you obviously did. The atmosphere, even pre-game, just walking down to the ground. It was a sunny night. Didn't need to wear a jacket or a coat. It was sunny. It was nice. It was just a good vibe around Elland Road. You couldn't sense anxiety. You couldn't sense, fear about what was going to happen. And it was nice coming into a Monday night game on the back of the weekend where you've not had to worry about Sheffield United. You've not had to worry about Burnley's result. And it's just good vibes all round. And yeah, like you could just tell before the game. Even though I said 3-1 in my preview, when I arrived at Elland Road and I could sense the atmosphere building, and I just knew we were just gonna wipe the floor with them, and that's what we did. Absolutely took them to the cleaners. Obviously, an unchanged lineup, which I expected. Um, Took us a bit longer to get the first goal in this game. Obviously, a great finish from Altanaka. Pass of the season from Joel Perot to set up Willie Nontos in the second half. And then the man, the myth, the legend that is Largi Ramazani, the man that we've all wanted to see for a long time now, comes on and gets 2 goals in 10 minutes to round off a very, very good win for Leeds United. And I think that's kind of subconsciously why I've not come on to do a live edition of the last say, because on the last say, we like to speak about specifics of the game and maybe break down, team news, substitutes, specific incidents in games. But last night was just like, it was just such a walk in the park. And I'll be honest, the game was kind of secondary for me last night. The atmosphere in Elland Road, I mean, easily the best atmosphere I've ever known at Elland Road in my time following Leeds. And yeah, we've had very good nights at Elland Road. Sunderland at home this season. The Leicester one last season. The Norwich playoff semi-final last year. There was 4-3 against Bournemouth in the Premier League the other year when Somerville gets the late win. And, we have had good days in Elland Road in recent memory, but not like last night. Nothing can compare with that. The photos I'm seeing from other people, the videos. I had a look at the videos and photos that I got last night. And like I say, in the moment when it was happening last night and I was watching the players spraying the champagne and dancing and just vibing with the fans, and I was just stood just in awe of it all. I was just thinking, this is what we missed in 2020. This is the togetherness, the euphoria, the pure joy and elation. We missed it in 2020, didn't we? We completely, it and I think that's why the atmosphere and the vibe was just so good last night, because we are kind of doing it for this season and the 1920 season as well. But yeah, it was just amazing. Daniel Farke getting the love that he deserves as well. Look, I've had my qualms with him at points this season. I have. But at the end of the day, he's on course to get us 100 points. And if we win on Saturday, we've won the league. Do I want Farke sacked? Absolutely not. I think he should be backed properly and then give him at least 10 games of next season and see where we land after that. He at least deserves a crack at it after being backed and after picking the squad that he wants. But yeah, like I say, guys, I was just thinking to myself last night, like, imagine not being Leeds, imagine not supporting Leeds United on nights like that. Just the old chants, Becchio chant, Don Matteo, Berardi, Pablo Hernandez, Enoch Shawamne at one point. It was just ace. It was absolutely ace. And obviously, they've released the plan for Bank Holiday Monday in Leeds City Centre. I will be 100% heading down there. So if you see me on Monday, come and say hello. I think it's 1 o'clock it starts in Leeds City Centre, open top bus parade. And the final real chance to celebrate with the players and all the fans. And yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for it. This weekend's going to be class. It's just absolutely buzzing, and just buzzing that we don't have to go through the dreaded playoffs. Jesus Christ! Saw Sunderland tweet out something today when there was saying that tickets for like their home leg in the playoffs are out now, and I was thinking, oh God, could you imagine? Could you imagine having to worry about that? But yeah, just to round off last night, brilliant win. Absolutely dismantled Bristol City at a canter. It was never in doubt. And the atmosphere was just unbelievable. But another thing to come out of yesterday was the stadium development plans. What are we all thinking? I, for one, think it looks unbelievable. I get why people maybe are a bit anxious about it because you don't want to lose Elland Road's core values, but I think the design, how it looks, shows that it's not going to affect. It's literally the West Stand and the Cop that are getting increased, and other than that, it looks the same. So it's not like it's a whole new stadium in a new area or new location or whatever. It's still Elland Road, just with some developments. But yeah, it looked unreal from the outside, and yeah, inside it just looked really modern and just proper. And it does need to happen. We all know it needs to happen. Fingers crossed. I'm not saying it will happen, but if we can establish ourselves as a Premier League club, you're going to need a ground like that. 56,500. And yeah, if the noise was like that last night, can you imagine what another 20 odd thousand will do? Sorry. So yeah, absolutely amazing. But my thoughts are, I think it looks great. So hit me up in the comments section, guys. How are you all feeling about the stadium developments? And yeah, I briefly touched upon it when talking about the game last night, but the love that Daniel Farke was getting, I thought was thoroughly deserved. It was interesting. Obviously, Paraag was there last night, and during the celebrations, he looked happy, but it looked like he was like thinking about what he's going to do. I don't know if I'm just overthinking that, from the clips that I've seen. Apparently, he's flown in because he's going to hold crunch talks with Daniel Farke. They could just be talks about planning for next season. I think it would be absolutely ludicrous to get rid of him after the season that we've had. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. But like I said, Daniel Farke getting the love and respect that he deserves from the fan base last night, and you could tell that it really meant a lot to him as well. But yeah, like I say, guys, the vibe is good at the minute. The vibe is very, very good at the minute. Yeah, it, it's just it's so weird being this happy as a Leeds fan. It's so weird being this happy as a Leeds fan, isn't it? That's what I kept thinking to myself last night. I was just watching it all unfold and just thinking, like, why can't it always be like this? But then again, if we didn't go through the lows, then the highs of last night would not be as high, would they? So that's kind of how you've got to look at it. But like I say, guys, great performance last night. Stadium developments are looking very, very nice. And yeah, hopefully Paraag gives Daniel Farke the backing that he deserves in the summer so that he can have a very good go at the Premiership. So yeah, we'll leave it at that for tonight. Like I say, guys, really do appreciate everybody that watches in advance of you doing so. If you're enjoying the content, please make sure that you're liking it. Please make sure that you're subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Get your comments in, and of course, check out the membership features on the channel. Not sure if I will be on the channel tomorrow, unless something breaks, but if not, I will be here on Thursday night with the press conference reaction. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.